Okay, daily close, 4 hour close, 1 hour close. Let's start with 4 hour. We're kind of defining this box, this little box earlier. Um, Given that we had some overlap on this candle, small inside bar, outside up bar, and then a strong bearish close back into this region, which we didn't like to see. But strong bounce from the low and a pump out of the region. So pretty strong, super strong, as a matter of fact. Clear buy above this bar, I suppose. Same thing with the daily, with the new high. Good volume on the daily candle that came through. And oops, this is not the chart that I want. Never get the right chart right. What was this that I was region that I was defining in here? I don't recall, but I do know that this is where we picked up a buy around this area, and ended up, yeah, poorly managed. I don't remember where it was anyway. Let's just go to 1 hour and 4 hour. We can do that type of review stuff later. This seems pretty reasonable for us to continue to pump through here, but I wouldn't be surprised to see us just have a sell-off candle here and then maybe re-enter this kind of range, or at least see some sort of like a retest of the top of the range. It was pretty clear here, right? On this outside up bar, this is where we ended up buying above. You just kind of buy here and stop down here and good to go. We ended up using a stop much closer because I think we buy on this candle. We ended up buying on this candle above this, like 227, 225, something like that, and then ride it all the way up to the 5. We'd already put in the 976, and then from there, the low that we came back to was this 133, and then strong pump. If you missed this, if you missed the entry on this candle, I guess you can get in on this candle. If you miss the entry on this candle, you really should be getting in above this high once the momentum is just showing so much strength, and this happens so quickly. So just waiting now for a pullback, something that might be able to be longed. Probably wait to put in this candle to evaluate what's the next step, because trying to buy above this just didn't happen clearly, and this ended up being the inside bar sell signal for bears. So bears have been activated for a couple bars, and they've already made not quite a full scalper's profit, but they're getting there. They're on the way. So probably looking to build some sort of trading range in here and hold a bit of a sideways consolidation. It would be really interesting if we did the exact same thing that we did last time we pumped into 67, which is just fall out of the region immediately. So we'll be cautious to see if that happens. Kind of a similar type of build up here as we have here. So that ended up retesting the region before trying to put in a test of the high, which ended up being a lower high test, and then sell off from there. And here we have much less of a way to go. But on this time, by the time we got down here, we knew something was very much not right. I think we could somewhat reasonably retest this area without being in a case of something is going awry. So that's kind of what we'll be looking for. On the 1 hour, yeah, really just looking to put in kind of an inside bar here, and then just as some sort of pullback setup, can buy above it. Or maybe we put in a smaller inside bar again, and then get an even easier setup to buy above. Probably not looking to take any shorts right now, but would be thinking of laddering and adding on kind of here, just because it seems like it should be pretty strong zone for a bounce, at least back up to this region, right? Which is a decent amount. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at on an hour-to-hour basis. On a 4-hour basis, probably looking for some sort of resolution to this move, and ideally, staying above this region would be really nice to be above here. And then look into putting in a continuation candle above this. This was pretty strong, so to do that again would be pretty nuts and not out of the question given the strength of this candle. So it's kind of what we're looking at for now. Hard to put any thing into action just given the location of the price action right now where we are. But yeah, something to keep an eye on here. Makes sense to take some profit here from on longs up here, 67.7 if we get back to it, which I think we should have at least a wick up to this region, 67.7, before we continue lower if we are going to continue lower. And then probably a look to re-add a little lower.